What's up YouTubers, it's me Jaguar Productions doing a video review on Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning. Now before we begin, I just want you all to know that this is a spoiler review, so if you have not seen the film yet, please exit the video and come back to it when you have seen the film. So yeah. Now just to put things simply, just to put my thoughts down simply with the film. I thought the film was very good, I thought the film was very nice. It wasn't really the best film I've seen in the franchise, but it was definitely a good one. What I liked about it was how it kind of starts off with a little sort of a recap flash of the previous 7 films in the series with Ethan Hunt. I thought that was a nice little addition to the movie, with this one being kind of sort of the final one in the franchise. That was a nice touch. And of course you got Ethan and his team trying to find the entity and sort of capture and kill it before the world comes to an end in a nuclear strike. Those are some pretty high stakes right there. Of course you don't have any the original team members, because other than Ethan, Benji, and Luther, and not to mention all those new people in it as well, especially the assassin lady from Dead Reckoning Part 1. So yeah, it was a nice setup for the team. So really going to the film, it wasn't so bad. What kind of bothers me was how somewhere in the first 30 minutes of the film you got Ethan Hunt put inside the entity, where he sees visions of upcoming events, especially Luther's death, which he tries to prevent. And you find Luther somehow in a hospital bed, and next he's hooked up in a cage room with a bomb he has to defuse, otherwise the city will blow up by Gabriel. And Ethan tries to save Luther, but there was nothing he could do, so all he can do is run away while Luther defuses the bomb, killing him in the process. And of course later on in the film you got Ethan letting Benji lead the team to the Arctic, where they meet some people to help them in their mission. Meanwhile you got Ethan Hunt being arrested by the government, in which he meets a few people that were kind of referenced in the first film. I don't exactly. I only saw the film yesterday, so I haven't remembered the names. But like I said, there are people that were shown in the first Mission Impossible film, so you may know them. And of course later on you got Ethan Hunt having the government's help in his mission to find the entity, in which of course you got Ethan Hunt going inside a submarine to find actually I guess it's to find the coordinates of it, and which was very interesting, because you basically have Ethan Hunt inside the Arctic water, in the submarine, where there's no music whatsoever or him talking, just trying to get the data on the entity and get out, which it was kind of one of those on the edge of this seat moments where you just feel the intensity, you hope Ethan Hunt doesn't die. So, and just when the submarine was about tumbling over into the deep waters, he manages to finally escape through a little torpedo hole, but he had to take his suit off. Oof, that was crazy. And you find Ethan Hunt managed to finally escape the submarine, but he barely made it, but he was saved by his teammates. So that was a nice sense of relief right there. And of course later on you got Ethan confronting Gabriel, where Gabriel mentions the word quote "Final Reckoning." That was a nice scene right there. It's kind of a nice reference to the title. And of course you got the government there, kind of messing with Ethan's mission, but eventually Gabriel escapes, and so Ethan finds him, and while the others are there, with Benji being wounded, but and of course there was the bomb that Gabriel set up, in which some of the teammates try to help defuse it. Meanwhile, Benji and the other two girls go into the control room to try to shut down all the nuclear missiles and capture the entity. And like I was really feeling the fear for Benji because you know he was the only other members of the team other than Ethan. So like I was really hoping he didn't die, which of course he didn't. So that was nice. And eventually you got this awesome plane chase with Gabriel and Ethan. As the clock is coming down, with nuclear missiles about to open fire on all countries. So like the stakes in there felt very intense, you know. Just like as the clock was always close to reaching zero, you have Ethan struggling as he's chasing Gabriel. And of course, finally he manages to capture the little device he needs to help his team capture the entity. He finally does it as he's falling down, after jumping off the plane and falling down from the sky. And of course the pickpocket girl was busy cutting the wires and keeping her eye on a little device to capture the entity, and which he finally does. It just happened like in an instinct. So it was very, like I said before, it was very intense. You really feel the stakes in that. As the entity was captured, all the nuclear missiles got shut down, so there's no nuclear war. So, wow, I was like, phew. And like the way with how the movie ended with a little message from Luther, saying how the mission was a success, and the world has been saved thanks to Ethan. So, yeah, and the way it ended was very nice indeed. Like it really brought a good note to the France series. So yeah, I thought it was really good. Like going into the quality of the film, I thought it was all good. It was good, but I mean it's not the best film I've seen in the franchise. Not saying it was bad, but you know, I mean I've seen the previous films like 4, 5, and 6 were better. So yeah, like really all in all, if I had like my only complaints with the team was how you got all these new characters trying to help Ethan and Benji, like especially when two of the members were already dead, like Luther and I forgot the other girl's name, I can't remember. So yeah, I mean I get that, I know Luther's there was supposed to be tragic, but I guess maybe I kind of wish it was spent maybe later in the film, make it more impactful to the audience. But really, all in all, I thought the film was good. It wasn't bad, but it was good. Like, to give it a rating, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. Like, I just give it a 7 out of 10. Like, so. But you know, like I said, if you haven't seen Mission Impossible, if you've seen Mission Impossible, let me know how you're thinking about it, and you know, tell me what are your thoughts on the film. So anyway, yeah, that's my review on Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos by Jaguar Productions. Peace.